U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said at a private event Tuesday that the U.S.-China trade war is unsustainable and that he expects a de-escalation, according to people familiar with his remarks. "No one thinks the current status quo is sustainable," Bessent said, according to a person who was in the room during the event, as the secretary cited the sky-high tariffs the U.S. and China have placed on each other. He posited that in the near future there will be a de-escalation between the two largest economies in the world, and that should give the markets some relief. Bessent's comments helped lift U.S. stocks after Bloomberg first reported some of what the Treasury Secretary said during the closed-door investor summit in Washington, D.C., that wasn't open to the public. Bessent on Tuesday added the goal isn't to decouple from China, according to the person who was in the room, but he acknowledged that negotiations will be a slog. File photo. U.S. Secretary of the Treasury Scott Bessent walks to speak to the news media about the latest tariff announcement from President Donald Trump, at the White House in Washington, D.C., U.S. April 9, 2025. Reuters. Leah Millis. File photo. Secretary of the Treasury Scott Bessent. Reuters. Leah Millis. File photo. Reuters. At the end of the day, though, he said there is a big deal to be done. The message on China was welcome news for investors still recovering from a bruising day of losses on Monday, spurred by President Trump's repeated criticisms of Federal Reserve Chair Jay Powell and musings that he may fire the central bank policymaker. The U.S. and China have been locked in an escalating trade war since Trump announced a heightened set of tariffs on April 2 for countries around the world. While Trump put many of those reciprocal tariffs on pause for 90 days, he didn't do so with China.